Hmm. Welcome, guys. Can you hear me? Yeah, definitely. The fat is that's a play on words for sure, to say the least. I actually ran cross country and track in college. I just don't like to advertise that too much. Yeah, so I'll show you guys. Since you guys are first ones on here, I'll kind of show you guys through. We are kind of through a good bit of the conquest here. It's kind of funny that like I go through the conquest and I think about it like I have like a lot of like the crate. I always click out like way too far. But it looks like you have like so much to do here. Like you still have 180 like reward spots to go, but there's really not that much left to do. Like it's all just stuck inside of sector 4, 3, 4, and 5 really, and really it's just sector 5. I mean, just cleaning up feats in these ones, that's not going to take long at all. And then these guys are as far as they'll go along. So I skip all the you can skip these inquisitor feats. You don't need to do any of these as long as you get every other feat. You don't need to do those at all. So that has been like super helpful. Because yeah, then I don't have to like worry about doing. I mean, I think I get one. This stupid feat up here. Yeah, I get 7 Sisters surviving because you can just like throw her in with like Palpatine and Mara Jade and then just solo it and it doesn't matter. Like she doesn't even move. Same thing I do up. I know this is probably for some of you guys who don't have them yet, but I do this battle with the stupid Tusken. You can use Maul Mandalorians, and I just like take out Bo-Katan, and then I like one shot every single Jawa with like the data discs that I use here. So the big ones are like this Master's Technique, Entrenched, and then like the like health and protection recovery. Like I just never die. Like this one with the protection, General Skywalker has never gone into his like cover stance. So if you guys see this critical formation, this is a huge disc. I really like seeing that disc. It's a lot of fun to use. So I really recommend this one. This health one is nice. This is that like event one. I just like left it on here. And then this is actually like half decent. I don't really mind this one that much. I could definitely use something else with it. And then this Master's Technique is just like, this is like my go-to favorite data disc because every team that I use, they're constantly attacking out of turn. So I've seen like my Chupio hit for, it was like 200k on his basic assisting people. Like it was just ridiculous. But let's go to, I wanted to show, is it in sector 4 here? So I need to do, yeah. So I wanted to show you guys this. So there's a couple ways in this sector here. There's the evasion down, which is pretty simple, right? That's not too hard to do. The rebel units, right? Like that's fine. We're going to get that eventually. But the no attackers and then the 50 enemies with Imperial troopers, I'm going to show you guys something. And I don't think a lot of people actually recognize that, Imperial troopers are like this. But this is like my go-to, like no attackers. So Veers is a support. Piet is support. Colonel Stark is support. Range Trooper is support. And then you throw in like a tank, like Shore Trooper. You could throw in Moff Gideon with this team too, right? But you can use Imperial Troopers. You just take out like Dark Trooper, right? And then even against this like Tusken node, it just doesn't, like, they'll kill Shore Trooper, and it doesn't matter because all I need to do is win the battle. So Piet will gain all this turn meter from, an Empire ally taking damage. All right, there's a counter. Okay, we can just pass this over here. And then the turn meter train gets rolling. And from here, it's just pretty, like, get your first kill, and then we're smooth sailing. Right there. And now we're done. Like, we're just going to cruise through this. So it's super, super easy to hit this, like, no support wins with Imperial Troopers. Because, I mean, even though, look, like, they took a turn and we're right back at it. And you just keep flying through. So you guys, I wanted to show you this one. We'll do another few things here. And then if you guys want to throw, like, ally codes in the chat, I can take a look at stuff. I don't know if I'll do... Let me know what you guys think, right? I could do, like, a roster, or I could do, like, a specific character. Like, the roster, it's hard because, like, you can go so many different directions. But, like, characters, it's pretty easy for me just to look at a character and tell you what I think their mod sets should be. But yeah, there we go. This is in the bag at this point. And I do definitely, I will say, like, very much that I manually play missions like this. If I was using, like, Jedi Master Kenobi and spamming this for like Datacron materials, then, like, I'm autoing it. But when I'm doing one that's a little bit, I wouldn't say this is risky, but they won't use the right moves all the time. So in some cases, I will end up just, like, manually playing the entire time, which can be a time sink, but it's, I would say, more well worth it to just do it that way. So again, we'll do our same little tactic here. Spread some buffs, get our retribution. And then, like, I think, like, the, Leader Tusken has, like, the lowest defense. So it's easy just to, like, delete him over everybody else. We'll hit those staggers. And we'll just work our way around here. And I like to, so if you guys don't have Dark Trooper, right, I like to put the Piet's mark on Stark because he has defense down on his basic. And so being able to land that defense down just makes this entire team hit harder. And then also, like, Stark's damage just starts building really, really quickly. So that was something I like doing. You can also throw it on Veers. Veers will work as well because on his basic, he grants buffs. Yeah, he'll grant speed up to, someone who doesn't have it. So that's turn meter, right? That, you get turn meter. So it's, 6 in one hand, half dozen on the other on which one you think is better. But at the end of the day, you're going to get through it either way. So there's this sector. I think that's max feats that we can earn. See, that's no attackers. Yeah, so there's our max on that one. So we're done. Get an Omicron. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I wish I could have done this a while ago with, like, GAC guys. I do apologize. But I did recently, if you guys aren't in the Discord server, if someone wants to, let me see if I can link that in here real quick. Where's my... You guys gotta bear with me while I try and figure out how I can, there we go. Let's see if this works. You guys gotta bear with me while I use my, like, limited knowledge of technology here. Let's see if that... So there's the link to the Discord if you guys don't have it, if you want to join there. But I did do a GAC a while ago just inside of the Discord because, was having a little difficulty with technology because, guys, I am not very good at it whatsoever. But yeah, so now the other feats I need to do here are this this master's training, and it was so annoying. It was bugged last time, which was, like, super nice because it was, like, 7 per battle. It was amazing. I loved every second of it. But they obviously, like, stopped doing that because they're, came to their senses. So we're just gonna have to, like, Let's manually do this, and I'm not going to enjoy any part of this. Let's use Luke. So, yeah, like, this is just, it's going to be miserable. Like, the thing is, I still want to win, right? Like, I have plenty of time to get this done, so I still want to win this. Like, I can't afford to lose these because, like, it's important that I get the Datacron materials because I desperately need them. Come on. I tried to do I did a few upgrades before. Make sure you guys sign into GAC. Looking like right into the camera when I say that, like, sign into GAC, make sure that you're at least gonna like join and get like bare minimum rewards, because it's just so important that you do that. And then we're just gonna try and get ultimate here. Come on, just get it to Hermit Yoda. I need to give him a better slot next time. I'm gonna move them around. Alright, push turn meter. Okay. Oh my gosh. It's ridiculous. Alright, so we've gotten one out so far. Great. Alright, Daka, take a turn. Thank you. Alright, we'll hit that. So the reason you call Hermit Yoda to assist here, guys, if you don't remember, it's because he gains turn meter through that like Jedi Master Luke special. And so you can, by calling him to assist, you're, granting yourself turn meter, which just makes your life that much easier to do. So I'm just going to try and like get around here because he's got it ready. So like Jedi Master Luke there, right? When he hits ultimate, he's going to reduce everybody's cooldowns anyway. So I'm going to get that one off. And this is not going to be pretty because these Night Sisters are going to be juiced as far as like health and protection go. But I think we'll be alright. We'll eventually just ramp enough that it won't matter. Oops, called the wrong person. But swap that around. Let's see how much damage we do on Daka here. Yeah, okay, we'll be fine. I mean, she's got like 11 of that stuff already, and we're golden. So we'll mess around here a little bit more. Try and get at least one or two more of these things off. Again, this is the part of Conquest that's not fun, right? I mean, obviously you guys would rather see a GAC, but I did want to stream for everybody here since I said I would a while ago, and finally got a laptop that I'm capable of doing that, so we'll take advantage while we can. Okay, keep going around the circle. Gosh, I'm moving Revan next time because this is ridiculous. And then, yeah, let me guys know, like, if you guys want to see stuff, like, I'm more than happy to take you guys through whatever, you think I have in my roster that you want to see. I actually did do a few battles with Wampa in my team last time. I'm trying to think what team I used him with. I was just, like, using, I think it was, like, Sith Eternal or something like that. It was just, oh, no, that was in Dark Side Territory battles, because, like, be completely honest with you guys, the level I'm at, up until phase 4 of Dark Side Territory battles is a joke. Like, you just kind of sit there, and I auto phases 1 and 2 now. Phase 3 I might start manually playing a little bit, and then phase 4 you'll actually try in some of them because they're just annoying. But let's just throw that on auto and clear this out. Did we get ability? We didn't even get ability block on Daka. Come on. No, gosh. Come on. There we go. We got another Master's Training off. Yay, 4. Got to do that 100 more times now. So once you get Daka, like, they did this very smart for Conquest, right? But once you get Daka out, this team just kind of falls apart because they can't revive her because they shouldn't be able to kill my Jedi Master Luke. I say that, and then they're, like, going to town on him. Okay, there goes Talzin. Alright, that's game, set, match at that point. There we go. Come on, just take a turn. Hermit Yoda, do you have a master's training ready? Yes. Give it to us. There it is. Oh, that was brutal. That is the one part of Conquest that's not fun. Is like farming these feats. That was what, 5? Oh my gosh. Gotta do that 10 more times. I'm not gonna subject you guys to that again. And yes, to answer G Borns, this is my first stream. Mahir, appreciate the $5. I appreciate that, man. You are a World Cup exit for the. So if you guys don't know, I love soccer because it is soccer. I don't care. Like, we tied Wales, we tied England. It's called soccer. Okay, if you can't beat us, it's soccer. But Mahir hates the U.S. men's national team with a passion. So appreciate the shout out, man. You guys are all awesome. I appreciate every single one of you guys. If you are not subscribing, like, make sure you smash that subscribe button. Dude, yes. Coutinho, Gambino, yes. We do have. We've got more of a shot in the quarters, man. Like, it's on home soil. We better be making the semis. Like, we're making a run, okay? And then, yes, Mad's first stream, guys. Really appreciate everybody hopping out here. Let's do a few of these. So I started running out of Datacron stuff here, which is like ridiculous. But I think did I show you guys these builds here? So the 3 like main feats, right, is win with Jedi and get kills with Kenobi. So if you run them with the Galactic Republic here and you just like make sure that you're always getting kills with Kenobi, that works perfectly. And then this team here, if you call General Kenobi always to assist, like, you'll get kills with him. But then this team is you need like the old Ben surviving and like Princess Leia. You don't actually need Leia or Luke to survive. You just need old Ben to survive. And so this team, guys, gets me so many wins early on with the stupid, like, they'll kill Farm Boy here once like Django or someone takes a turn. But it won't matter. Like, we'll still get credit for it. So I had like 15 at the start of stream, so we'll see what we have at the end of it. But we can just auto at this point. So then we'll like, this is why I use like the boss feats to like, this is how you just need to spam feats on the boss nodes. So that way you earn Datacron materials. And this is like the fun part, right? Just when you get to finally auto everything. So yeah, there goes Farm Boy. And then, like, if you guys remember in Kylo's kit, like, every time an ally gains advantage, they lose, like, health. So look at how low Kylo Ren Unmasked is because of all, like, the advantage he's gained from taking damage and stuff. Like, he has, like, nothing left. And it doesn't even matter. You just go, like, right down. There we go. So we'll keep on. 50k, that's pitiful. That is, like, that's poverty. So let's come out here. All right, yeah, so there, see, look, got credit for both of them. Even though, you know, Leia survived and Farm Boy died, but I think the way it's written, right, is that normally, like, when they say surviving, right, they mean both of them, but I think these are written that it's just any version of Kenobi and Old Ben for this one. So by using this team, you get both of these, you know, in the same thing, knocking them out at once. And that's the, like, real key to Conquest, guys. You guys said that before in videos. Like, you've just got to get through this as efficiently and effectively as possible. So let's do another one here. And then I'm going to do Mahir, if you're still in the chat, I know he sent me a DM that he failed a Tier of the Jedi Master Luke event. So I'm going to do a quick one of those just to show you guys the tactic there in case you've never done that event. The Jedi Knight Luke tier on that is, I'll say this, it's a lot more difficult than it leads on to be. It's definitely one that can trip you up if you're not prepared or if you get like bad RNG. So I'll show you guys that one. And then if you guys want to see me do like a tier of like, you know, Jedi Knight Luke or something, you know, happy to show that. I will not do the C-3PO event again. I have no interest in ever doing that event again. Just being completely honest with everyone. That is not happening today. Yeah, so we'll keep autoing here. Bye-bye. Okay. 75. Still not what I need. All right, we're going to go out here. So let's come over to the Jedi Master Luke. So the Jedi Knight Luke tier, there it is. All right, so there's two things you can do with your Luke. So I'm going to run it the first way, right? So this is my Luke. And so you just want to equip like your best mods. So I have mine at 231 speed. We've got offense. We've got crit damage. Got offense up here. Offense. The potency is nice if you can get some potency too. And then we've got, you know, a lot of offense, right? So 11,600 offense. So let's go in here. And so what you want to do in this event is we need to keep Vader from landing damage over times on us. So what you'll want to do is go into this thing first and then blind him. And then we'll just do another basic here. So Vader's going to do that, and then that Force Crush. See, look, he didn't land a single damage over time. And then we're in like really good shape at this point. He'll do whatever he wants. It doesn't matter. Like, we can get ability block. That's okay. Just keep going through here. You can always, the other thing you can do too is, I think that'll just kill him right there. Ugh. All right, now we need that. We're going to use our abilities here because this is going to go south quickly if we don't manage him. There he goes. So there, the other thing you can do in the beginning is just lead off with your blind, and you can keep that counterattacking ability available. That's normally, the way I did it is like if you have your Luke modded for a lot of damage, he'll just like crush that. So here with Palpatine, you can actually stun him. You can't stun Vader in the other tier. But Palpatine you can stun. So then we'll go here, and then we'll just counterattack him into oblivion. Like, once you get, you know, Palpatine, once you get Vader down, Palpatine's a joke. So that's that tier. But I will show you the other way you can mod your Luke, because the other thing that you can do is, I'm not going to do the tier, right, but I'll show you guys the other way that you can mod him, is you throw a, I'll find one, because I kept one just in case I ever did this. So if I come in here, and if you guys go up here, I have a crit avoidance arrow. So what you do, right, the way that like Vader ends up killing you is you throw like a crit avoidance arrow on your Luke, and then Vader, like, even when he would throw his culling blade, it's not going to matter because it won't critically hit you. And so it just keeps your Luke alive for a longer period of time. So I could choose between like this one here. This has actually got, do we try this? No, because I don't really use crit avoidance arrows ever. You could use, I could use this one too. It's got nice offense percentage, but yeah, you just kind of throw one on there, come up with your mod sets. And with like GL events, guys, always throw like your best mods on, right? Like, just don't even try and like mess around with it. Just put like the most ridiculous mods you have on them. It works every single time. Like when I was doing the Kylo tiers, I'm pretty sure on this like first tier 1 or tier 2, I had like my Darth Revan mods on like Officer or something like that. Like, it was just stupid how like over modded I had those teams. Oh gosh, you guys are not doing the C3PO event. You guys serious? No, come on. Like, don't do this to me. I'll do it like one time. I'm not doing this, like, not even remodding, because that's too much of a pain. You guys can just see how horrible this is. There, I'm doing this one time for you guys. One time. All right, this is for you guys. Ugh. I swore I was never going to do this after I made that video. Just watch how horrible this is. Like, you guys who've seen my video, you guys know that we get through this okay. Like, watch what happens when you don't have good mods on your team. Like, it's just horrendous. There goes Chewy under stealth, which is also not what we want. All right. We're not even going to get enough critical hits because everybody dodged it. Okay, clear off all that. Okay, I just need, like, with Chewy under stealth, it's just brutal. Just never going to get a turn here. Or never going to get him, like, done. All right, give ourselves some turn meter. Oof. Yeah. All right, Chewy's going to come in here and, like, wreck our day in a second. Okay. All right, we got the commando down. Yellow. Okay. All right. Oh, not good. Okay, come over here. Okay, bring back Pablo. Get our taunt going. Can we get Daze? Oh, not good. All right. I think we have one. Nope. We were going to get one chance there. There you guys go. That is weird. Ugh. That was miserable. I had no completion, guys. Oh my gosh. I hate that event. That is like the most ridiculous event. Just so annoying how like these guys, you literally need like the perfect RNG. You gotta like over mod them. Like, I'm not doing that again. I'm sorry, guys. I will show you here. Here's the difference. Let's go to my like Ewok Elder. So these are his current mods. I have 69 extra speed, right? Did that on purpose. When I did the event, I didn't even save it. Yeah, that tells you how much I was not going to do that, guys. I didn't even save those mods. Yeah. Ugh, you guys want to see another event that's not, you know, going to make me cry or go into an early grave? All right, yeah, Moff Gideon, drop your, whoops, lost the stream there. There we go. Moff Gideon, drop your, if you guys wanted roster review or something, just throw in your, what's it called? Throw your ally code. That's what it's called. Throw your ally code down below. I'll type it in. See what you guys got. Thrawn event. Ooh. Well, you guys aren't gonna. It's kind of broken now. I have the Relic 5 Hera from Profundity, so I kind of get to just like mess around with this event. I wonder if I could auto it. Even with the Relic 5 Hera, I wonder if I can auto this. If Hera can't auto this herself, I'm going to be very upset. And yes, guys, if you want roster reviews, throw your ally code down. I'll see what I can do. Do this Thrawn event for Vushnikov. Probably just butchered that, but see what we can do. All right, I see Mads Muller there. Has everybody else been watching, like, just like spamming World Cup? I've had it on in the background like every day I've worked from home, and it's been like unbelievably awesome. Literally getting like, no, I can't say that on the air in case anybody from my work is watching. I always put my best effort out. I don't ever have those on in the background. But yeah, it's been a fun, like, it's kind of been a weird time for Galaxy of Heroes. I don't know if you guys have noticed, like, just been really strange to kind of have to, like, you know, there hasn't been a ton of, like, you have this new territory battle looming. And yet, like, we don't have anything else to really do. Like, you know, actually, I think this isn't the first time I've done the Thrawn event recently, because I was trying to see with Relic, because I still don't have this 3 stars, right? Like, I don't have it 3-starred. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, it's still on auto. Whoops. Because I need to keep Zeb alive. Okay. Come on, just kill that dude. No, see, the thing is, her basic does more damage than Ezra does now. Okay, we can't attack Thrawn because he's going to counterattack us. Okay, we'll just do a basic. Okay, we need to taunt with Kanan or something. Okay. There we go. I think I can work on... Can I... Oh, I couldn't daze him there. Darn it. Give Hera turn meter, because I need to get to her special. Because Ezra, that'll give him turn meter. Oof. Alright. Give this to Kanan. Taunt. I don't even know what Zeb's kit does, to be honest, guys. But I think Chopper, he gives... Oh yeah, he gives like random buffs to people, doesn't he? Reduces cooldowns too. Okay, I do want to do this because he doesn't have buffs. Oh yes, those exposes. All right, we are going to call Hera for some damage. Ooh, okay, there he comes back. Am I going to 3-star this for the first time ever? Oh my gosh, no. I don't even know what that does. Protection up. I don't need protection up on her. Oh my gosh. That is frustrating. Okay. I actually don't think you're supposed to go for Thrawn first. There we go. There you guys go. 3-star Thrawn event. Alright. So I saw Mads' ally code here. So we'll do that. Alright. There's the Phoenix event, guys. Yeah, just Relic 5 your Hera and it's easy. Come on. Like, it's not that much to ask, is it, right? Just a Relic 5 Hera for the, you know, first legendary you should be getting in the game. Second, I guess. Okay. Oh, he's got Lord Vader. Oh, I hate accounts like this. I mean, it's his first GL, so I'll give him credit. That is impressive. So you're probably crushing GAC right now because, like, nobody beats this team. I normally don't recommend Lord Vader first, but I can't fault you for it. We definitely see. So you've got... I'm trying to see, like, what else you have. You got Relic 5 Vader. Okay, Relic 7 Grievous. Got So you got a Relic Thrawn. So are you going for Sith Eternal? Trying to figure it out. You could go a couple of ways, right? Like, I think you could go Sith Eternal because you've got Vader, Dooku, Thrawn, Tarkin. The Royal Guard is there. You've got Piet working on your Veers. Got a couple of things. Definitely very top heavy here. After these relics up here, definitely dropping off. But you've got like the good, you got a very good GL. You probably don't have them all yet, right? Looking through. Executor and both Revens. Nice. Okay, yeah, that's definitely a smart move. And I do like that you have your CLS at least at gear 12. I prefer relics, but getting them into that range at least gives you additional mods. You've got Chewbacca. I would put a little bit more gear into him. He's pretty, like, he's definitely worth it. But do you have Chupio? You got him at, even if you bring him up, this would be like the biggest piece of advice for you. Get him to like gear 8. If you can get him to like gear 8, give him a Zeta, and like you have like the CLS team, and they're just going to get even better because everybody steals Commander Luke's stats. So they're going to get like 20% of his stuff, and it's just going to be a tougher team to take out because you've got you've got the makings of it. So a little bit more investment there, and you'll definitely get a lot of upside for very little, gear, especially when those gear changes come in and you're going to get that core gear faster. You're going to be able to spend like more. And then I did see he's saying he's getting Maul next Conquest, which that's going to be like you could argue with trying to see if you had like Mandalorians. I don't think you probably have like the real good Mandalorians yet. Like you could almost make an argument. Yeah, no, I wouldn't do it. But if you had better Mandalorians, you could almost make an argument to put Maul Mandos and Lord Vader and make people really struggle because Maul Mandos trip a lot of people up. But overall, I mean, I'll give you credit. Getting Lord Vader at 4.7 is not easy. Like, I'm working on him right now, and I'm hating my life. All right, so next we've got this. And I'm going to butcher this name, but Jiang Dao. I think that's how you say that. Again, guys, do apologize if I butcher names. Okay, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, 2.4. So was this let's see if this is a rush or if you... No, this actually, I like this. So you've got Commander Luke, you've got the CLS team. That's beautiful. You've got Wampa, Darth Vader. Gosh, I want this account. Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, you've got the Omicron on Phasma. Got Geonosians, Dark Trooper. Wow, this is unreal, man. You've done really good stuff here. You got the Bad Batch going. So are you working on, my gut would say that if you have the Bad Batch 7 stars with, are you thinking Lord Vader or are you thinking Master Luke? Because you do have a lot of gear, relics are nothing to sneeze at for that, Master Luke. Like you've got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got 6 of the characters ready for the Jedi Knight Luke event, right? So I definitely really like that. I think you could do a lot of good work with that. A little bit of gear on your Ewoks, that's okay, right? We get through that. We got through the event. Yeah, I would say either go for something Omicron and Mara Jade at low gear. That's respect. I would definitely say with this kind of roster, you can pivot a couple of ways, right? You could try to just tough it out for Vader like Executor, but I think Jedi Master Luke is the play with how much gear you have invested in these guys. I think that would be a pretty big no-brainer if I was you. But that is really good for 2.4 mil. Got a lot of good stuff in here. Mad respect. And you even have the shuttle I saw, which is good. That's exactly what you guys want to see, is shuttle there. All right, so I did Diang here. Okay. Let's see. Nate M. Oh, I don't know that it's going to like these X's, but let's see what we can do here. Oh, that actually pasted okay. Oh, that's probably that's a very clever name. I really like that name. Oh, I love it, man. I'm not going to say that just in case YouTube, deletes this stream, but I love that. That is really, really funny. Oh my gosh. All right, so General Skywalker, respect. I think, General Skywalker is a very good build. You got Executor, right? I think I saw that. You did have Executor. Yeah, so you got Executor, you've got Negotiator and Malevolence. That's really good. So you definitely built more on the ship side of things. So relic wise, very interesting with the Emphas Nest here. Mando, yeah. So you're definitely one that I think as you build more, you're gonna get like more and more topside out of your team. Like you've got Galactic Republic here, so could make a play for Jedi Master Kenobi, because obviously if you've done like the just like spitballing here, right? But like if you've done the Relicates on Boba and Piet at 3.1 million, then you're probably willing to do it for like Kenobi too. So you probably got a good General Grievous team here. Yeah, like you definitely are on that path of doing the right thing. I think Kenobi would be, I'm assuming that's what you're going to do based on the Shock T, Grievous. But yeah, this is really good too. Got a lot of good stuff in here. Not a lot of like fluff. Definitely like when you guys see like how you go quickly from relics like straight down into lower gear, that means that you're trying to stay focused. So that's a really good sign. It's a pretty good account right there. Yeah, guys, if you want a roster review, just drop your ally code in. All right, Matt from We. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, back out. Come here. And then the other thing I can do, guys, too, if you would like, is we could like pick out a character and I can kind of tell you how I would mod them. But whatever you guys want. All right, so we got Bruh here, Sith Eternal, and Kylo. Wow, that is 3.6 million. Those are the two early GLs to get. Those are definitely the two if you're gonna rush them. But you've got Revan and Malak. I mean, that's 3.6. That's pretty efficient. You think about all the relics. I mean, Gear 12s even, like, this is a pretty good account for what's been for what's up there. Best Armor Mando. Yeah, so you definitely kind of we're starting to get to that drop off point. So probably everything you're full steam ahead into Kylo. You even got Dark Trooper Gear 12. Wow, this is 3.6, guys. I mean, that's nothing. I can tell you when I was 3.6 that I did not look like this. I was playing when I hit 3 million. There weren't relics in the game yet, but yeah, this is really good. I mean, this is a very, very good account. You've got the big like Sith Empire 3 there. You've got Jedi Knight Revan and Jedi Knight Anakin right at relics. And then like Grandmaster Yoda with, Gear 12. Like you've made the right moves, I think, at the right time. I really like this. This is a good built roster, guys. I mean, and you don't need, like, the thing is, right, I don't need to go all the way down and start critiquing like that, don't have enough gear on this or that. Like, no, like you've got, for what you built, right, you did some really good stuff here. Obviously, you guys know me, I like to see more stuff on your Rebels, right? CLS is like my go-to point for people. Like that's where easy points are in GAC. So yeah, like 3PO and Chewie, like even at Gear 8, guys, they just transform this team. He transforms that team. I cannot, like, when I got him at like, I think I had him at Gear 8 3-star, and I used him in GAC and was doing better already. So it's just one of those things that he just does so much. All right. And he says he's going for General Skywalker and then to help with fleets. So yeah, that makes sense. I get that. All right, so next we've got an account for Amar here. He's going for Sith Eternal. All right. Sith Eternal was my first GL. But I will say that was back in the day when he was... Back in the day, before they nerfed Sith Eternal, guys, he was like the king of the arena. All right, so we've got just shy of 2 million. Relic 7 Vader. That's respect. Got Palpatine. You got... Okay, so you're kind of building like core teams, it looks like. Because you've got like relics on Commander Luke and Revan, Jedi Knight Anakin, right? You've got like Revan, Malak, Han Solo here, right? So now you're going for Sith Eternal next, which explains the Relic 7 Vader, Relic 5 Palpatine. Yeah, I mean, I definitely see it. You definitely got some, you got some nice gear in here, right? I think this is all good stuff to build from for that farm. You've got Chewbacca even. I mean, you've got a lot of pretty good stuff. And this is one of the things like that right now you might not have as much as some of these accounts who have like tons and tons of relics, but you'll be able to pivot quickly into a couple of different projects immediately afterwards because you put in base work, right? And that's one of the things of rushing GLs, guys, is like, if you go and just rush straight into like a first order Kylo Ren, you don't have anything to build from after that, right? You're going to kind of start from the ground up. Whereas if you kind of build a couple of things and then you go to your GL, you've got a base that's already there that you can pivot to quickly. So I don't mind kind of waiting a little bit. This is, these are all good relics. Like, I don't have a problem with any one of these relics in the gear on here. I think that's a smart move. I mean, Malak, I'd even argue you relic Revan and Malak there, but again, that's all personal preference. I'm someone who spends a little bit more on the, relicking some of these characters than not. All right, so next we got Anthony, and I am sorry, man, I'm not going to try and pronounce that last name. I'll call you Anthony. Yeah, we'll just say Anthony P. Let's see what we do next here. All right. Jedi Master Kenobi, okay. 4 million GP, so you don't have Commander Tano yet. And Sith Eternal, okay. I'd almost argue, yeah. I mean, those are two. Without Commander Tano, Kenobi definitely a little lackluster, but hopefully you're working on that right now. Relic 7 Piet, which means going for Executor. You got the Bosk. Dark Trooper at Relic 7. That's an expensive Dark Trooper. I don't even have mine at Relic 7. That's just impressive. You got Luke's and C-3PO. Okay. Han Solo. So you have a lot of Relic 7s. Interesting. Chewbacca, 3PO. So you could even go for Jedi Master Luke if you wanted, rather than Executor. Just from looking, like, so you got Cad Bane there, right? So for Executor, Piet is Relic 7. Boba's Relic 6. Cad Bane is kind of a necessary relic, even though it's not really. So you need IG-88. There he is. You need TIE Fighter Pilot. There he is. Beskar Armor Mando, even though he's not a requirement, still needs to be relics. I kind of hold true to that. You also need Dengar, too. I don't know if I just passed over him, but make sure you're working on Dengar as well. And you probably would have your TIE Bomber at least at 6-star, if not at 7, from your Sith Eternal farm. But otherwise, I mean, this is a good, 4 million GP, again, nothing to sneeze at. And Kenobi, definitely without Kat, hopefully you're working on that or thinking about getting Commander Tano because, she just transforms him into a completely different animal. But a lot of good stuff here. I mean, you've got more relics on your Commander Luke than I do. I don't have a single relic AGL. You guys know that. But yeah, I like it. I mean, this is good stuff to build from, right? So we got another one here. Someone about to finish up Profundity. Make sure I get all those numbers. Oops. Yeah, and past 10 o'clock I get my bonus calendars. All right. We'll do a few more here, and then I'm going to show you guys a few other things that I'm been doing lately. So he's got Executor already. Okay, 4.7 million. It's impressive to have Executor. No GLs yet, but you got Jedi Knight Luke, so you probably were working on Jedi Master Luke at one point. Probably got a little sidetracked. You got Gas. Ooh, Relic Akbar. Oh, man. Might be my first one where, like, my heart's beating a little quickly. You said you're working on Profundity, right? I think that's what this said. About to finish up JML, then Profundity. Okay, that makes sense. Yep. Yeah, I mean, JML, all in on him. I would even say after JML, I would get your General Skywalker, put the rest of his Zetas on him, gear him up, because I'm looking, like, I didn't see... You have a Relic 5s, but I think the rest of your 501st, if they're not at Relics yet, what I would personally say is you probably just run General Skywalker with your JML. You can do that, and it actually just makes that team even more ridiculous. But, I mean, having an Executor already, I mean, that's a huge advantage for you, right? You got some decent stuff in here, right? A lot of good some of those like backbone teams, right? And even like my Droideka and B2 Super Battle Droid, they're only gear 12. I didn't take mine any higher than that. Maybe a little bit more relics on Cad Bane for Executor Fleet, but I wouldn't like stop that for Jedi Master Luke by any stretch of the imagination. Like, I think that you're probably climbing perfectly fine in Arena as is. But yeah, this is a good, again, I've been seeing a lot of people rush Executor. I can't fault it because you do get a lot of fleet crystals really, really quickly. I think the big thing is that, it's just a lot of like, you're basically betting in your Grand Arena that your opponent can't beat Executor. So I have a comment in here. I'm kind of falling behind. How much would it cost to do an R8 if you aren't in a good guild? So here, this is a good way to show this. If you go to your weekly shipments, right? Actually, let's just go to my stuff here. So I need here's Echo. So again, when you're in a guild like that's getting these, you just start accumulating them and it's ridiculous. So these are 5,000, right? So these are 50 per, or 25 per piece, or 250 per piece. 10 of those, somebody do that. It's 250 per piece. Yeah. So these are 250 per piece. So you need 5,000 crystals just in arrow magnifiers. And then in the impulse detectors, it's 3,600. So you're looking at 8,600 crystals for just the Relic 8 pieces. Doesn't count any of this stuff before that. Just purely those pieces, 8,600 crystals. So definitely a lot, right? It's not cheap to do that. But once you get into a guild, like I kind of showed, like I have so many of those that it's crazy. Thank you for congrats on the first stream. Thank you guys. Appreciate that. Nate, sorry I didn't check your dash speed. I apologize. I don't try to check too much of speeds. I will say I like to joke with some of like my good friends about speed, but I don't try and like, speed shame, if you guys will, because like everybody's at a different point with mods, and like there are some characters that some people try to run really, really fast because that's their strategy, and others they try to run a little bit slower. Like my Sith Eternal, I don't even have speed mods on mine. Like we come down this Sith Eternal here, like I have all health. Like my Sith Eternal has slower speeds than my General Skywalker does. Like that's just it's just the way I have it right now. And so like I try not to like speed shame somebody, but no, I mean if you have fast mods, like it's all for it. All right, let's see who else will do Dust Cannon. I know you'd asked earlier. Let's see. All right, go in here. All right, we're working on the Kenobi Ultimate. I like it. I can't argue that. You're probably getting Commander Tano right now if you're 4.3 million. Relic 7 Vader, Relic Darth Revan. You had, I think, you do not have Executor yet. I see the Relic 5 Bosk, and so I had to ask. You have Relic 7, or Relic 5 Bosk, Commander Luke, Chewbacca, got the 501st, Enfys Nest, Malik. You've got a lot of, like, this is the thing, you've got a lot of stuff that you can pivot from quickly. Got our King, working on him, Han Solo. So I think, are you going to pivot to... Okay, so you've got the core. This is funny. So this is my core 3 bounty hunters right here, right? These are like even like the core 4, right? So you have like Executor, or these 3, and then like Jedi Master, Kenobi, Padme, and literally has like the most tags in the game, right? Bounty Hunter, Mandalorian, Scoundrel, Separatist, like such lucrative tags. It's amazing. Like he just fits in so many good teams. I love Jango Fett for that. I did want to see your Rebels here. Okay, so yeah, you've got the dream. This I love to see this. You've got the dream team at Relics. That's what's important. That dream team, that's a whole, like, that's an easy, 3 out of 3 or 4 out of 4 in Geonosis TV. All right, we got someone with the almost having Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. All right, let's see here. All right, so we've got Thrawn here in the fleets. You know, all right, 3 million. So you've got Padme, Jedi Knight Revan, Darth Revan. Okay, General Kenobi at Relics. You've got a decent Padme team then, right? With, you know, Jedi Knight Anakin, those guys. Got Chewbacca. Okay, at gear 12. Han, Luke. Okay, no Zetas on Luke, but that's fine. You know, I'm sure you're kind of, if you're smart, you're spending them on saving them for Kylo Ren. So I think the only Rex you have left I saw was you've got SF, right? Special Forces pilot. Need to get him to Relic 3. Is that the last one? Han is only Relic 1. Okay. Are there any other? I think that's everything for you, right? As long as you have Finalizer. Yeah, as long as you have Finalizer, I think you're ready to go. Yep, yeah, you're good to go. So once you get those two from, you know, Relic 2 to Relic 3 and Relic 1, like Relic 3, you're, you know, farming tickets, man. Tell you what, ticket farming is one of the best feelings the first time you do it. After that, it's brutal. All right, next we've got somebody. Wampa would like, okay, I'll do it, you know, got to do it for Wampa. I mean, that's just, you know, got to do that. I mean, guys, if you're first time in the channel, make sure you're smashing that subscribe button. We're trying to hit, we'd love to, you know, my subscribers, they want 2,000 subs. I'd be more than happy with 1,900 by the end of the month here. But, you know, we'll see what we do. Okay, Kylo, 5.6 million. Commander Luke, General Skywalker. You've got Malgus. Okay, that's impressive. You got Malgus at Relic 7. That's really good. Relic 8, Kenobi. So are you going for Jedi Master Kenobi then? Just looking through the Rex, I think that's what I see. That's what's screaming out to me is Jedi Master Kenobi. And then it looks like you could probably pivot into a, unless you're just like going through, it looks like you could pivot into JML. Let's see. Because I've seen a lot of people like this where they kind of were farming for something. Kenobi came out and pivoted. You've got your core ones up here. Old Ben at gear 12. I mean, the only reason you're gearing up Old Ben is for Jedi Master Luke. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely one that you can pivot very quickly into, you know, what you want to farm next, I would say. Yeah, Galactic Republic, I mean, just cruising along at this point. Lumi Omicron. I think it's the first one that I've seen, like, just obviously not on, like, you know, someone else's YouTube account or something. Interesting. That's one that I really thought about doing, like, just, you know, trolling that with, like, Jedi Master Luke, but just haven't got around to doing that yet. But otherwise, yeah, I mean, this is, you know, this looks like it's going to be a good account once you get your Jedi Master Kenobi. Definitely going to need Commander Tano, right? The guys are going to, you know, preach that you really need Commander Tano with that Kenobi. But otherwise, you know, it's not bad, man. Okay. I think I can see here. Let's go down here. And yeah, guys, I'm just going down in like order that I see them in chat. I'm not like picking and choosing at random. All right, this looks like a brand. Oh, I love this. Okay, you know what? Brand new account. So we've got a Jedi team in the making. I love it. Make sure that first Zeta goes on our boy Darth Revan, Darth Vader, Merciless Massacre. Yeah, otherwise, I mean, this is super early, but I definitely see the trend of you want to get the Jedi, right? That's a smart move to do. And then you've got like Imperial Troopers coming up. It looks like Dark Trooper, Piet, Colonel Stark. I mean, you got the start on the right characters. I'll be curious to see where this ends up. I'd like to see where you think you'll end up going, where you end up focusing. You know, you could kind of almost start thinking about trying to get, you know, Commander Luke Skywalker at some point, right? But yeah, I mean, I respect for this, right? You know, when you're starting out like that, it's just important to get, you've got the right focus, right? Getting a half decent Jedi team going. So I mean, yeah, mad respect for that. That's a smart thing to do. And getting Bastila early is even, you know, more helpful because she's obviously just so good. All right, we've got Nick here going Malik into Executor. Okay, let's see. All right. So we've got Padme. We've got, okay, did a couple of core moves. I can't fault you for that. So you got like the Padme team going, Commander Luke, Han Solo, Darth Revan, Vassal Shan Fallen, Bosk and Vader. I mean, I've seen a lot of people with early Relic Bosk, so I think that's a really good idea. Like, you could argue after Vader that Bosk could be like your next Relic, and I wouldn't argue with you because he's just so good. And even like the thing is, right, if you get him relics and make him like fast enough, there's not a lot of teams that'll end up beating him without like Han Solo, right? Because obviously he could stun Bosk and then it's over. But I mean, like, it would take a lot to beat a relic Bosk without the right tools, especially inside of 5 minutes. But yeah, I mean, going for Malik next, so just make sure you're getting those power levels up. You don't need a ton of gear for the dark side nodes, but for the light side, you definitely need to get definitely need to be investing gear there. It is, the light side of the event is much tougher than the dark side. So yeah, man, good progress overall though. Like you're doing a couple, you know, you're kind of almost optimizing your roster for GAC by building a couple of these teams and investing your relics across, you know, what is that? Darth Vader, Bosk, like, you know, 4 teams there versus like 1 team. So I can't fault it, right? I kind of like that, you know, doing that a little bit more. All right, we've got somebody getting C-3PO to 7-star. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, okay. Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, no alt. Yep, okay. You've got a Relic 8 Jedi Master Kenobi, or General Kenobi. Sorry, General Kenobi. Anakin at Relic 7, Qui-Gon Jinn. Ooh, so you can actually do like the like legitimate Qui-Gon Jinn team with like Jedi Knight Anakin and General Kenobi. Interesting. Geos, Han, Luke. I mean, this is good stuff, guys. This Mara Jade Omicron. I love this, guys. Like I'm a huge, you know, if I wasn't so much like, I wasn't just into this monkey business of needing GAC for my crystal income, I would like go hard on the Mara Jade Omicron because it just makes that Empire team or Star Killer, whatever you want to use it for, so ridiculously good. Yeah, and then I mean C-3PO, man, just get the RNG, throw ridiculous mods on them. Otherwise, good stuff. You know, you probably earning bot shards at this point with a, you know, Gear 12, Geonosian Brood Alpha, and Spy. So yeah, good stuff, man. You know, you guys are showing me some pretty decent rosters. You know, I cannot, you know, I cannot blame you guys for that. All right, and then I see Sam Perez here, quite a new player. Let's see what we got. I think it was 1 million GP that I saw. Okay, so building a rebel team, mad respect for that. I would have relic Darth Vader first, but Commander Luke is still one of the first relics you should have, so I'm not complaining there. Omicron and Qui-Gon Jinn, as long as you're only using Galactic Republic Jedi with him, I'm not complaining, right? You know, so don't be using like Jedi Knight Revan under Qui-Gon Jinn, only use Galactic Republic Jedi. But Vader, Palpatine, like that's the Empire bros right there. You got Han Solo to run with your Luke. Chewbacca, right? I mean, definitely got some good stuff in here. You're definitely building along. Even if, you got Mara Jade, so you get to use Vader by himself and just use Mara Jade and Palpatine to go solo stuff, man. So I guess duo stuff is a better way to say that. But yeah, I mean, overall, like this is pretty good. You know, you're making the right moves. You know, you've got the right characters. Now it's just kind of investing in them a little bit more to that point. But otherwise, I mean, you know, for 1 million GP, you're on a right track, right? You're doing something right. All right. I'm working on JKR. It's funny, JKR, like, I think some people have like kind of stopped farming him, but whoops, come down here. let's see here. Yeah, I mean, this is a pretty decent. I think I need to plug in, guys. Give me a second here. Thought I had plugged into the wall already. So you guys just got a lovely shot of whatever you were seeing right there. Free of charge, of course. All right, there we go. All right, so, I mean, back from our regularly scheduled interruption of me making a fool of myself. So we've got Darth Vader, the Sith Marauder at Gear 12. I'm actually kind of a fan of that. Like, if you're going for Sith Eternal, like, that's not a bad move there. A lot of gear on Ezra, but he does have two very lucrative tags between Jedi and Rebels. So I can't always, like, I wouldn't recommend it, but, at higher levels, I do see Ezra get used a good bit. So he's something that, like, along the way, you're going to get him. Otherwise, it's definitely, I think it's definitely, pretty decent account here. It looks like a hyperdrive just from, I can normally tell from the level 80 and 5 stars, but it gives you a lot of decent stuff in here. So you've got a lot to build from, I think, at this point, right? And it's just kind of starting to focus in on one thing and get to that end goal. And then, all right, let's see here. I'm going to do one more. We'll do Joe here. Sorry if I missed you. Maybe, hop in on another one here, kind of keep you guys waiting, but I do need to get off here in a little bit, and I did want to show you guys a few things going on in the account right now. So we'll do this last account here. All right, Sith Eternal with armor relics. All right, let's see what we got here. 5.8 million. All right, got Kenobi, and you've got your Admiral Raddus, which means Profundity. And Executor 2. Wow, so you've got the two big ships. So if I was you, if you're spending crystals on the refreshes, are you spending them? I'd spend them on Executor before Profundity. Because like Profundity, my 4-star Profundity still beats Executors. But, Executor at 7 stars makes the off-meta counters so much harder. Like I can easily, I see a 5-star Profundity, and I'm one-shotting that 10 times out of 10 at this point. But otherwise, very, very good moves in here. Dash Rendar. I'm trying to see, I'm assuming you don't have Commander Tano, right? Or else you wouldn't have, Sith Eternal in your arena team. So that's kind of the one point I would do next, right? Get your Commander Tano up. Like you've already got Cam at, 5-star with a Zeta on him. Bad Batch too. You've got some pretty good stuff in here, and you're at that weird, I don't want to say you're at that weird GP, right? Where you're kind of you can go a couple of different ways. But yeah, Relic Armor I love. But yeah, so that we're gonna do a few things here where I want to show you guys a few other things in the account. So if you guys didn't get a roster review, do apologize. I do want to get off here in a little bit. But I'm going to throw some just Conquest stuff on while I kind of show you a little bit of the, talk to you about a little bit of what I've been doing. So I've been trying to get my Bad Batch rocking and rolling, right? So we've actually made some half decent progress on that front. And then tomorrow, by tomorrow, I will Relic Hunter. I've got some crystals hoarded up. So I will Relic Hunter before GAC lock-in. So that way I get them all at Relic 5. I just won't, I won't go into a GAC without those guys. I want them, especially going into 5v5 for the Qui-Gon Jinn teams. And then that kind of opens up my General Skywalker for stuff. So Yeah, so we'll do that. I'm kind of nervous for this GAC season. 3v3 last time was really rough, and I think it's only going to get worse for me with these, especially this, like that Lord Vader cooldown Datacron has just really kind of killed Grand Arena. Like, I think it's made, Datacrons in some ways can be really fun, right? Like, I love that Darth Vader is like a solo king now. But it's also made guys like Lord Vader completely lopsided to where, like, if you don't have, like, the right tools or don't get the right RNG or whatever it is, and especially with the dodge, right? If there wasn't dodge on that Datacron, like, you could make things happen. But with that dodge, I mean, it's miserable. So kind of nervous going into this GAC season. But I think that eventually, we'll get to that point where we'll be okay. And here's the other thing, guys. These stupid Imperial Trooper nodes, I only ever use Kenobi. I won't use anything else on these nodes because they gain like a just absurd amount of turn meter on these teams. Like, look, they're like taking ridiculous amount of turns as is, right? Like, their speeds are just ridiculous. So I just bring Kenobi in, and that way they can't take turns. Like, regardless of whatever else they're going to do, it doesn't matter. Like, they're not going to take enough turns. And so I just kind of always do this. This is like I actually don't mind seeing these nodes because you just pull out obviously I have Kenobi, but again, you guys got to remember too, like, at the level that I'm playing at, right? Like, maxing Conquest is important. Like, I preach that all the time, you guys. Conquest is extremely important because, and I'm going to show you guys this once we get out of this battle. It's not so much that I need Ben Solo or that I need the Scythe right now, right? I don't have Galactic Legends Ray. I don't have Grand Inquisitor. But let's just say I was thinking of getting one of those things, right? Like, let's say I was thinking of getting Grand Inquisitor. If I want to say, let's say I'm going to get him in a year, right? Just for the sake of an argument that I'm going to get him in a year. The Scythe will still not yet be in Proving Grounds 1 year from today, right? It's not going to be in Proving Grounds 1 year from today, but I'll have Grand Inquisitor. So because I didn't take this Conquest seriously because I don't have Grand Inquisitor, I've now delayed me getting the Scythe by a couple of months because I need to wait for Proving Grounds to come around. And so my advice for you guys is, like, just hit Conquest hard, right? Hit it hard, do as much of it as you can because it is just so, so important. Because it's not so much that it's I need to get this done today. It's eventually that you're going to need something, tomorrow, right? Or that you're going to need something down the road. Not you. So that's just my, preaching Conquest. But yeah, and then this is like my bounty hunters are not that good. And so this is the only node that I can cheese to get bounty hunter kills on. I think okay, come on. Just give me a turn. That's all I'm asking for. Is that contract already? So yeah, I'll do like 2 more battles of this and then kind of let you guys go once I show you a little bit of the Fat Phil roster. I will say, I've seen comments in this, right? Addressed it in videos. I'm going to address it on the live stream. I am more than willing to Relic 8 my Wampa. I will not Relic 9 yet. Guys, like, when I say I can't afford it, right? It's just like, mentally my mind could not, do that. Like, I don't even have, my Relic 9s are on characters that have, like, gotten me stuff, right? But I will Relic 8 Wampa if you guys can hit 5,000 subscribers, right, guys? So if you hit 5,000 subscribers, I will personally make sure that we do a stream dedicated solely to Relic 8ing our Wampa, right? So more than happy to do that for you guys as long as we can hit that number. And again, that's down the road. It's going to give you guys something to shoot for, right? That's the goal. So there, we did our Jedi battle. Yippee. Oh, no Jedi Sith or unaligned Force users. Yay. What's the other one in here? It's like a dumb character, isn't it? Oh, it's Mace Windu. Oh, well, okay, we'll do that tomorrow because I already did 2 battles with him. I try not to take characters below 80% stamina. That's just like a rule that I've set myself out. You get like 50, it's like 40, it's technically 48% a day, right? But I try to not take them below 80. And that way, if I do encounter a situation where I would need more, I can do it. But that it's not like ridiculously vital that, you know, I hit that one way or the other, right? That I can just kind of get there when I do. So we'll attack Luminara. And I think that's contract. Do some of this stuff. Throw out the mines. I guess I shouldn't throw out those mines because, like, I need to get kills with bounty hunters. And they don't count. Taunt. Oh my gosh, come on, just kill him. I swear, these stats in Conquest, I wish my characters had stats like this. Okay. Just auto this at this point. Can Mando get another disintegrate off on, hopefully, Jedi Consular? I don't even know where these damage over times are coming from. And that was those stupid things. So we got, what, 9 kills of bounty hunters. That's what I get for bringing Dengar in. Yep, we'll have to go find another way to do that. But yeah, guys, so kind of wrap up the stream here a little bit. Do appreciate everybody getting on. You know, I don't want to do a whole thing of, oh, this is what I've been working on, but here's what I need for Hunter. So I'll come in at some point. I'll farm up these using my energy tomorrow. And then I'll make sure that, you know, whatever pieces I need to, I'll buy them with crystals. We've got a fair amount of crystals saved up at this point, so I might even buy these. Just see if I can get there without having to spend any crystals. The other thing I do want to cover, right, guys, stick around here for a second if you can, is what is, and this is, you know, I try to save some of the stuff, right, for the end of videos for those of you guys who, you know, are faithful, stay the whole time. So one of the best things you can spend your Conquest currency on right now, if you don't need these characters, right, if you're like, what do I need Grand Inquisitor for? You know, fine. The other thing you can spend them on is impulse detectors. And this is one of the best buys in the game, right? You get this currency for free, right? Like you're always going to get some of this currency for free, right? You get this. Buying these impulse detectors, like this is how I have 5 of them, is that I know I'm going to get a scythe, getting the max crate, right? I don't need to buy any of the shards. So I'm going to buy impulse detectors through these conquests, save myself tons and tons of resources. So if you're not sure what to spend your conquest currency on, impulse detectors are one of the best things. They cost so many crystals, and there is good stuff with this, right? Like you can get Commander Tano and all these other things, but if you're not ever sure, impulse detectors are the way to go, guys. And then before we end our stream here, we'll end it on a high note. We'll end it with our king. Guys, thank you so much for coming out for the first live stream. I will upload this to YouTube in case you guys want to see it. I don't know that you will want to relive the magic again, but I do appreciate all of you hopping on. As always, guys, smash that subscribe button. Leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know what your thoughts are down below, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers.